Hello, what's up guys? Eman from Peso page here. Welcome sa panibagong episode. Shoutout din sa mga podcast listeners natin. I appreciate you all. Merry Christmas nga pala sa inyong lahat. I hope nag-enjoy kayo sa bakasyon or kahit may work kayo, sana nag-enjoy din kayo. Syempre, tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung mga upload natin. So today, yung i-discuss natin is si San Miguel Corporation. So stock company and review. So let's get started sa background ni San Miguel Corporation. So, 1890 pa, no? Na-found itong si San Miguel Corporation. So, grabe. Sobrang tagal. 130 years na sila nag-exist. So, this company was originally founded as a single brewery in the Philippines. The company has since then transformed itself from a beverage, food, and packaging business into a diversified conglomerate with businesses in fuel and oil, energy, infrastructure, and real estate industries. So, grabe, sobrang dami ng industries yung nilalaroan ni SMC. The company's product portfolio includes beer, spirits, non-alcoholic beverages, poultry, animal feeds, flour, fresh and processed meats, dairy products, coffee, various packaging products, and a range of refined petroleum products. And then, SMC has a strategic partnership with international companies. Among them are the following. So, yung iba hindi ako masyado familiar but nilist ko na lang din for your information na din. Kirin Holdings Company Limited for beer. Then Hormel Foods International Corporation for processed meats. Nihon Yamamura Glass Company Limited. Yung Hormel is quite familiar. I'm not sure kung saan ko siya narinig but it's quite familiar. Fuso Machine and Mold Manufacturing Company Limited. Canpack SA for packaging products. And lastly, Korea Water Resources Corporation for its power business. Alright, next up is yung company's subsidiaries. So, andyan si Ginebra San Miguel Incorporated. Tinetrade yan sa PSE as GSMI. Actually, kaka-sell ko lang nitong stock na to, I think, last month. So yeah, kung gusto nyo i-check out yung reason, click nyo lang tong link dito sa taas. Alright, next one is San Miguel Food and Beverage Incorporated. Tinetrade yan sa PSE as FB. The next one is SMC Global Power Holdings Corporation. SEA Refinery Corporation. San Miguel Holdings Corporation. San Miguel Properties Incorporated. Yung next natin i-discuss is yung leadership. So, yung chairman and CEO nila, I think medyo familiar yung ilan sa inyo. Siya yung chairman and CEO ng company from 1998 to 2002. Yeah, si Danding Coangco. Full name niya Eduardo M. Coangco Jr. So, unfortunately, he passed away last June 16, 2020. He was a former colonel of the Philippine Air Force. He served as a congressman for the 1st District of Tarlac, and he also served as the governor of Tarlac. And it was estimated that at one point in time, his business empire accounted for 25% of the gross national product or GDP of the Philippines. That is big. Grabe. Sobrang laki ng SMC at that time. And syempre, hindi pa rin ganun talaga kalaki or like kaganda ng economy ng Philippines. Ano nangyari yun? And when he passed away nga, yung net worth niya was $1.3 billion. Pag-convert niya, nasa 62.5 billion pesos. And syempre, kailangan din natin discuss yung current leader ni SMC. Actually, medyo matagal na rin siyang leader nitong si San Miguel. Yan. Yung Vice Chairman, President, and COO, si Ramon Ang. So, he's currently 66 years old, medyo bata pa, no? So, holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Mechanical Engineering from Far Eastern University or FEU. Then, he is the President and Chief Executive Officer of Top Frontier Investment Holdings Incorporated. Yun yung largest shareholder ni SMC. Then, yung current net worth niya is $2.6 billion. So, nasa 125 billion pesos yan. So, kaya tumaas yung net worth niya compared kay Danding kasi nga nag-transition na sila since in the last couple of years, medyo nagde-decline na talaga yung health ni Danding. So, in-acquire na ni Ramon Ang yung mga shares ni Danding para si Ramon Ang na yung maging parang controlling partner or controlling person or entity dun sa San Miguel Corporation. And syempre, dito na tayo sa juicy part, numbers, no? And mga graphs and all that. So, ito yung stock data ni San Miguel Corporation. So, yung last traded price niya at the time of this video's recording, 138.80. So, medyo tumaas siya no, the last couple of days. And yung 52-week high niya is hindi na nalalayo. Nasa 166 yan. And then, yung 52-week low niya is 72.50. Bro mo, no? Kung bumili ka at 72.50. Sorry about that. Yeah, kung bumili ka at 72.50 and then, yun nga, today, nasa 138.80 na. Almost double na yung pera mo. So, grabe. And then, yung free float level niya is like medyo mababa. Nasa 16% lang. However, hindi mo na worried na like madidili siya sa PSE or something. Kasi sobrang tagal na itong company nakalist dito sa stock exchange. And moving forward, I think unless like ma-acquire sila ng isang malaking company like outside the Philippines or parang nangyari sa Pepsi. But I don't think mangyayari yun. Ito yung 52-week low ni San Miguel. This was back in March 19. So, 72 nga yan. 72.50 yung lowest. But at that time, yung highest naman niya is 89. But that was the open. Nag-close siya sa lowest niya. 72.50 pa rin. And then medyo naka-recover na siya after a couple of months. So, November 23, nakuha na niya yung highest point na 142.90. Pero, I think one-off or like parang iilang trades lang yun. Kasi nag-close pa rin siya at 135. Pero, that's still high. And compared to the current price na 138.80, medyo close siya dun sa range na yun. This was back in 2019. So, May 1. Ito na yung highest point ni SMC, 195.90. Then, isa pang highest, not really highest, but isa pang high point was back in 2011. So, January yan. Kaka-start pa lang nung bagong taon. So, 189.50 yan. So, kung napanood mo yung previous episode or yung previous video, sinabi ko dito na nung 1984, nasa 0.82, 0.83 lang yung presyo ng stocks ni SMC. So, grabe. Sobrang baba. So, after 36 years, kung ibebenta mo yun 138.80 or kung umabot ka doon sa 190, diba? Grabe. Around, sinabi ko nga, 100,000 shares yung bibilin mo. So, nasa 82,000, 83,000 lang yan. Pagka binenta mo at 138.80, that is around 13 plus million. Grabe, ang laking pera nun. And yes, alam ko, medyo mahabang panahon nga yung aantayin mo. But I think it's worth it. Basta mag-alat ka lang ng pera. And yeah, in the future, mapapakinabangan mo yun. Eto na. So yeah, sinabi ko nga 100,000 shares ng SMC is 82K back in 1984. 0.82 per share yan. And then, yung 100,000 shares ni SMC today is 13.88 million pesos. Grabe, laki, no? Ilang percent yan? 1,000 something percent yung gain yan for sure. Okay, ito pala. Ay, hindi lang pala. 16,900. 26% increase. Nalimutan ko na include ko yun. Yung computation. And then, ito nga, pagka in-adjust sa inflation, kumbaga, kung yung 82,000 pesos mo, yung worth na niya ng 2020 is around 1 million pesos. So, ito isa pang source. Nasa 1 million pesos talaga. So, medyo accurate naman sila. Naiba lang dito, 1,068,000. Dito is 1,038,000 lang. So, yeah, mas baba yun dito, yung computation dito. And yeah, if interested kayo sa mga inflation calculator na to, check out nyo lang yung mga link sa description sa baba. So yeah, nasa 1,261.81% yung in-increase niya kapag in-adjust mo na sa inflation yung pera mo, yung parang yung capital mo no noong 1984. So hindi na rin masama no. In-adjust mo na sa inflation kasi nga nasa 1 million pesos na yung parang cost mo, yung capital mo back then, 36 years ago. So, kapag binenta mo nga ngayon, ayun, parang tumubo ka ng 1,261%. So, malaki pa rin siya. And yung next up naman natin is yung dividend info ni San Miguel. So, consistent naman siya magbigay, hindi lang talaga ganun kataas. So, 2015, 1 peso and 5 centavos. 2016, 1 peso, 75. So, ganun lang yung trend, no? And then, yung 2017 to 2019, 1.40 na lang yan. Yung dividend yield niya, yung pinakamataas na the last 5 years is yung 2015, nasa 2.1%. And then last year, mababa lang, 0.85%. Yung dividend payout ratio is hindi rin ganun kataas. Kaya mataas yung yield ng 2015 kasi mataas din yung dividend payout ratio. So, dito naman, ayan, consistent naman siya, no? So, nabago sa 0.35 per quarter yung binibigay ni San Miguel Corporation. I think this dates back like 2010-ish, part like 2000s pa. Like, consistent sila nagbibigay ng dividends. Sila talaga ganun kalaki. But they give it out quarterly. And then yung dividend yield for 2020, 1%. Mababa. Yung 5-year average dividend yield niya is 1.19%. Mababa talaga. And yung 5-year average dividend payout ratio is 28.52%. Medyo nasa baba din yan ng spectrum. Move on naman tayo sa mga price ratio. So, yung price to earnings niya, medyo mataas, no? Noong 2017 lang siya bumaba ng 12.70. Yung ideal kasi dito, like yung parang gusto nating amount or figure is 15 or below. Yun yung parang magandang time na bumili. So, noong 2017 yun, for sure, nung yung presyo ni SMC at that time is like parang bargain siya. Then, yung PG ratio niya is negative 2.69. Ba't kaya ganun? Pero ideal kasi dito is like 1 or below eh. And I think itong 2018 na PG ratio is fine. Negative 0.90. So, mababa lang talaga yung PG ratio niya. So, ibig sabihin, yung price to earnings growth ratio niya is okay naman. So, approve tayo or thumbs up tayo, no? Sa ratio na yun. Oo nga pala, birthday ko yun. So, sana naman smash nyo yung like button kasi nakakatulong yun sa algorithm ni YouTube. Okay, so, dito naman tayo sa financial si San Miguel. So, consistent silang kumikita. Grabe, no? Noong 2015, 12.45 billion pesos yung net income nila. And then, lumobo no 2016, naging 29.29 billion. And then, naging consistent siya. Halos na-replicate nila yun noong 2017, 28.23 billion. 2018, bumaba na, 23. And then, 2019 last year, 21.33. Ang taas lang nung nila, no? Nung liabilities, grabe, 1.2 trillion. Holy shit. And then, yung borrowings is almost 1 trillion na din. Long-term borrowings is 756 billion. Then short-term, 238. Well, pagka naman tinignan mo yung revenue sila, nasa 1 trillion. Grabe, no? Talaga lang sobrang laking company nitong si SMC. Kaya ganito yung mga figures dito sa statement. Alright, move on na tayo sa next one. Ito yung current income nila, third quarter ni 2020. Wala pang data ng fourth quarter. Siguro next month pa yun or like early Feb. Yung net income nila is around 14 billion pesos. I believe no second quarter hindi sila kumita. Yeah, I think nag-incur sila ng losses no second quarter. And I'm not sure sa first quarter. Pero yeah, in second quarter, I'm certain na nag-incur sila ng konting losses. Pero yeah, billions din. But yeah, 14 billion, 14.7 na yung net income nila after tax for the third quarter of 2020. Kita mo, ngayon lang nila nabawi, di ba? Kasi yung current year to date is nasa 10.746 billion lang. So yeah, it's a far cry compared to the amount or figure last year. 3 quarters, 39.6 billion pesos na agad yung kita nila. Silipin naman natin yung holdings ko with SMC. Yung last trade price nga is 138.80. Nabili ko yan at an average cost of 100.24. Konti lang yung shares ko, medyo mahal kasi. So yeah, 180 shares ay nakuha ko. Total cost 18k, ngayon 24.7k na siya. So up tayo ng 37.22%. Unrealized profit niyan is 6.7k. So okay na okay ito sa SMC. I think i-hold ko siya siguro closer to 150, doon ako magbebenta. Or like 160. I'm not sure yet. Pero parang ganun yung idea ko. Or like parang ganun yung goal ko for this stock. Kasi hindi rin naman siya ganun kagandang i-hold for dividends. Kasi nga, as I've said, and as you saw sa mga na-discuss natin earlier, sa mga earlier slides, hindi talaga ganun kalaki yung binibigay ng dividends. So, nasa 1.19% lang yung average nila in the last 5 years. And I don't think tataas yan in the next couple of years kasi consistent lang talaga ganun yung binibigay nila. And hindi rin sila mahilig magbigay ng mga special dividends. So, hindi rin makukuha yan. So, yung parang habol mo lang talaga dito is capital gain appreciation kasi yun nga, potentially siguro ma-replicate pa ulit nila yun. Pero mas mahabang panahon yung kailangan lumipas. So, diba, 36 years ago, 0.82 lang yung presyo ng stock nila. And then today, 138.80 na. Grabe. And kakagaling pa niyan sa COVID, sa crash, diba? Siguro, yeah, we'll see in the next, I don't know, 10, 20, 30 years ulit. Kano ba kalaki yung i-grow pa nitong si SMC, yung stock prices niya. And syempre, yung SMC as a business. Alright guys, let's wrap this video up. Silipin natin yung sources for today's episode. Andyan yung BPI Trade, PSE Edge, dalawang photos galing kay Unsplash, yung Philippine Inflation Calculator, dalawa din yan, and si Jiffy. Lahat ng mga links is matatagpuan sa description sa baba. And before we end, we have a quote galing kay Vaynerchuk. Sabi niya, if you feel lost, change who you're listening to. So yeah, kasi kalimitan, may mga nagsasabi sa atin na, ito dapat yung gawin mo, ito dapat yung take mong course, at this age, dapat ganito yung narating mo, di ba? At this age, dapat may anak ka na, at this age, dapat may asawa ka na. Consider mo lang yun as outside noise. Kung di yun yung gusto mo, wag mong gawin yan. Kasi yung mga gagawin mo sa buhay mo is dapat napapasaya ka. Kasi kung hindi naman yun yung goal or kung hindi ka napapasaya nung like trabaho mo or like kung ginagawa mo sa free time mo, then what's the point? Diba kaya nga tayo may mga hobbies, may mga side hustle kasi yun yung mga bagay na talagang na-enjoy natin and talagang passionate tayo. So, dapat doon natin i-dedicate yung karamihan sa oras natin. Okay guys, end na natin yung episode here. Sana may natutunan kayo. And if umabot kayo at the end of this episode, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Syempre, mag-subscribe ka na and ring the notification bell kasi twice a week ako nag-upload mga videos similar to this and you don't wanna miss them. Thanks again for watching guys. Merry Christmas ulit. Always remember, be Peso smart. Show me.